Alright, good morning kids. My name is Mr. Howe and I'm here to teach you guys about how to read a map and how to read a map using cardinal directions. So before we start talking about cardinal directions, we're going to first look at the legend on a map. Can someone tell me what the legend is? Does anyone know what the legend is? It's this little box down here in the bottom, and that has a bunch of, you could say, clues to help you read the map. So it'll show you like the roadways, and it'll show you like where the capitals are. But most importantly, there is the cardinal or the compass rose, and the compass rose is used to show direction. So one of the things you mentioned that was in the legend was a compass rose. This shows us how to read the cardinal directions. Can anyone tell me what the cardinal directions are? Has anyone heard of that word before?
Are they like?
Good. Those are the colors, but not the directions.
Are those like the normal directions?
What do you mean by normal directions?
Like north, south, east, west?
Yes, exactly.
So why do they say cardinal directions?
That's like the proper name for it.
Oh.
But we just call them north, south, east, west. So why would we use the north, south, east, west? Do you guys know?
To tell you where to go?
To tell you where to go, exactly. We use them as a way to describe where we are compared to other locations. So if we were in, let's say, Colorado, and someone wanted to know which direction Iowa was, then it's easier just to tell them that that's east rather than like saying is right on the map, because we can't use like left and right on the map like that. We have to use like the north, south, east, west. So we'll draw a compass rose over here on the board, and on the up and down we have north, in the bottom we have south, over here we have east, and we have west. Do you guys think that can be kind of confusing to learn?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So one way that I use to remember this is we have north, south, east, and west. And I remember this by saying never. I messed up. Alright, let's do this again. We'll actually just do it over here. So north starts with an N, so we're going to call that never. Eat soggy waffles. So when we look at the compass rose, we start at the top and we go around like clockwise, like the way a clock moves. And we can say never eat soggy waffles, and that can help us keep track of where those directions are in the compass rose. Alright, so now let's take a look at the map right here. Can someone, if we're here in Iowa, can someone tell me a state that is south of Iowa? Have any of the states on the map?
Louisiana.
Louisiana, that is correct, because if you remember the soggy down on the compass rose, Louisiana is south. Mary Jo, can you tell me one that is west of Iowa, a state that is west?
Wyoming.
Wyoming, that is also correct. How about Melody, do you want to tell me one that is east of Iowa?
Ohio.
Ohio, that is correct. And how about one more, Mary Jo? How about one that's north of Iowa?
North Dakota.
North Dakota. That is technically north above Iowa, but we would call that northwest because it kind of falls in between the two. So when that happens, we go with north, which is the top one. I don't know how to describe this, and west, which is the side one. So you say north first, and if you were to come down here, this would be southwest, southeast, northeast, and northwest.
So New Mexico would be southwest.
Correct.
Is there a saying to remember this one?
No, but you can, you know what they are by, if it falls in here, and it's gonna be these two letters, here, these two letters, here, these two letters, and here, these two letters, and you know that north is gonna be first here, so it's gonna be northeast, northwest, and you're not gonna say east-north, or west-north, or west-south, or east-south. You always wanna start with north or south.
So you either want to go up or down first.
Correct. Alright, so now I'm going to give you guys cards to work individually on. Each one has north, south, east, or west on it. And I'm going to point to a state, and I want you guys to hold up the card that you think is that direction. So let's start with Pennsylvania. East, that is good. How about Minnesota? North, perfect. All right,
What do we do if you do a crooked one?
a crooked one?